All right, everyone, welcome to day 14 of Minecraft Survival. Today, I am sort of doing some damage control, I guess, and also trying to make some progress with things I was trying to do yesterday anyway, but I sort of made things more difficult on myself than they needed to be, I feel like. So, if you were watching yesterday, I had an unfortunate accident at the Bastion. And I won't spoil too much in case you plan on going back and watching that, but didn't turn out well. I don't really have a lot of resources left at this point, so I really need to go caving. But one of the big things that I've been trying to do is the super nice diamond pickaxe that I enchanted. I wanted to get netherite for it, turn it into a netherite pick, because then it'd have less of a chance of breaking, things like that. And I've since learned some things related to what I was doing wrong, and I was approaching things the wrong way. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But what I did realize is I have the potential of possibly just turning one of these guys into a librarian and trading for mending. I'm sorry, my friend. I did not mean to do that to you. Just trading for mending. So that's what I would like to do, because, I mean, that's a better option than netherite anyway. Even though I want to make it netherite, if I can at least get mending, then that would be good. And I think actually these green guys, I think these guys might be like laymen or something. I feel like they're called something like that, and they maybe can't ever have a profession. I don't really know. This is something I don't know how it works, so I'm kind of trying to figure this out. I've sort of done it before, but not really. So I'm figuring this out as I go. So thank you to everyone that has posted comments, sort of giving me some help with things that I'm totally clueless about, because as I've said, so many updates over the past few years have gone by when I wasn't playing the game. So it's like I'm relearning a huge part of it, or learning aspects of it for the first time. So bear with me while I'm clueless. But this is my goal right now. I came to this village. I already went to the one that was closer to my base, but I was having trouble because I couldn't get them to take to the lectern. So I'm trying to get a librarian. That way I can try to trade for mending. And to my understanding, I can switch their professions. Like if they already have one and I break their workstation, I can switch their professions. But I also was trying to just use someone that didn't have a profession yet. And actually, isn't this his workstation? I was trying to use someone that just didn't have a profession yet in the other village, and they were not taking to it. So because of that, I decided to come over here and try it here instead. And let me see if I can get someone to take to... Oh, wait, you're a farmer, aren't you? He's a farmer. I think this guy, he's a stonemason. And I could have sworn that in one of these villages I'd been to, there was a librarian. But I wonder if it was the one off in the other direction. Like, off that way. Because if there's already a librarian, great. But the problem is I'm going to have to switch their profession over and over anyway, I feel like. Oh, now he's a shepherd. The heck is... Okay, I feel like I'm going to have to switch their profession over and over anyway, or basically break the lectern over and over until I get mending. So I've got to figure this out. So give me a couple of minutes to just mess with some stuff here. I'm going to see if I can find a librarian here, or try to get one of these guys switched over to the librarian profession. If I can't, I'm going to try and go to that other village that's way off that way. And actually, I'm going to head up here too real fast, because I know there's more up here. So I'm going to head over that way, because I'm fairly positive that there was already a librarian there. So I could potentially just strip his badge of librarianness away from him over and over again until he agrees to trade me mending. So we'll see. I don't know. But I'm feeling pretty clueless right now, to be honest with you. So neither one of the villages right by my house, there's that one that's immediately behind the house, and then there's the one that's behind that village. Neither one of those I was able to find a librarian. I wasn't really able to get their professions to switch. Again, I know that I'm probably overlooking some simple stuff just because I'm sort of clueless right now, and I'm trying to learn these mechanics. But I decided to come over to this one and try here, and I figured while I ran, I would quickly update you on some stuff that I've learned since yesterday. So I was telling my brother about some of the stuff that went wrong, some of the issues that I've been having. For one, he told me that you actually need, I didn't realize you need 4 netherite scrap in order to, I'm going to go check that out, actually. I don't think I've checked that yet. You need 4 netherite scrap in order to make 1 netherite ingot. So what I was getting wrong was that I was thinking you just needed 1 netherite scrap, but it said you need 1 netherite ingot to be able to turn something diamond into netherite. but the scraps you need 4 of. So right now I don't even have enough scraps to be able to make the, this is a cool one, to be able to turn that diamond pick that I have into netherite. So that was my first mistake, is I need more netherite. Second thing is, I think that I don't think that negates the fact that you're supposed to, or you need to have a template now in order to actually make in order to actually turn something over into netherite. I think you have to have a template inside of the smithing table for netherite. I don't think you can just combine them anymore, as far as I understand. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like that's what I've heard. So I was right to be going to the bastion partially, because the fact that at some point I'm probably going to need a template for turning that pick into netherite. But first I'm gonna need to find more ancient debris, because I don't even have the scraps that I need. So that was the main thing that apparently I was misunderstanding about that. So I guess my solution, like I kind of already mentioned, is I might as well, at least for the time being, just try to go and get mending, because what I really need to do is I've got to go caving. I'm basically out of resources right now, but I feel like it's going to be most productive if I take that super awesome diamond pick with me that's got looting and stuff on it, but I just don't want it to break. So rather than going for netherite right now, I might as well just get mending on this, and or on the pick that's at home. And so that kind of catches you up to speed on what's going on in my head and what I'm trying to do here. And see, all these guys, I'm having trouble understanding how to remove their professions and stuff, because I've broken the things that I think are triggering their professions, but they're not always losing them. And then, so I don't know. So now that I'm here, I'm going to look around. I could have sworn this was the one that already had a librarian in it. If it doesn't, I'm just going to keep figuring out how to make one. So we'll see what happens. Sweet. Okay. All right. This guy's a librarian. I managed to turn this guy. So I ended up just breaking a whole bunch of composters, trying to get all these farmers to not have a profession. I don't know where this guy came from. He just walked out of nowhere. But this guy's, okay, so loyalty 3, and then I can't even see level 2. So I think what I now have to do, because like I said, or I may have not mentioned this already, I don't know. I've done this part before of just sort of like breaking it over and over again, turning the villager into a librarian until it finally gives mending. Okay, so just a bookshelf. And I think sometimes it takes quite a few tries, but I'm totally fine with that. Like, this is easy. This is not really difficult. It's just a matter of patience, as far as I understand, and eventually he'll give it to you. I think that this is way easier right now than dealing with all of the netherite crap and dying again in the nether. Punch 1, man, dude, you got to give me something good. You've got to give me something real nice and spicy. Like, I need something super special. Do me a favor here. Sharpness 3. Eventually I'm going to get this, but another thing was, I've talked a lot about how eventually I'm going to set up a villager area by my house and trade with them there. But the thing is, I also figured I don't necessarily have time to set all that up right now. I don't even have a place to put them yet, so it's probably better to just come over here and do it here. I'm on their home turf, and it's just faster this way. So once I get mending on this pick, on the diamond pick, then what I'd like to do is go mining, because that was my sort of original plan for today. After yesterday went so poorly, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to go mining to get more resources. But then I decided it probably makes sense to first get this mending. So if I can get this today, then we're going to go on quite the mining expedition and gather all the resources that I lost. So give me a few minutes to break and replace. I'm just going to keep wrecking this guy's profession and then building it back up again. And once I get what I need, I will be back. I really, really wish that I would have been not necessarily smart enough, but just that I would have thought ahead enough to count every single time that I break the lectern, because I've got to be somewhere around, I've probably 40 breaks or something. I mean, look, this pick has pretty much just been used for this, and this is how far down this pick is. Granted, it's only stone, but still, I've broken this lectern so many times, cycled his trades, and there's the sad thing is there have been a couple of trades that I would like. There's been Silk Touch. See, stuff like that. Silk Touch would be nice. It'd be nice to like Frostwalker was one of the options that he gave me. There was a Fortune 3 book, so it'd be nice to have that, even though I've got it on my pick. It'd be nice to have it available to put it on another one. There was also Depth Strider 3, so there's been good stuff, but just not anything that I feel is worth driving up his prices for right now. And then you get crappy stuff like that, just like Respiration 2, which isn't terrible, but it's still just not what I'm looking for. And I've gotten things like Knockback 1 and some that I don't even recognize. And he keeps doing this one too, just 9 emeralds for a bookshelf. And I'm not interested in that. Also, I built this little trading room for he and I, because I didn't want him to keep like walking around the village, and then I end up losing him and he despawns or whatever, and it's just so much easier just placing it down when we're in these super intimate, romantic close quarters. And hopefully he gives me this book that I need, Aqua Affinity 1. Yeah, see, I just keep getting stuff like that. But I think that this is normal. This just takes a long time if you do it this way. He also keeps Curse of Binding 1 has been something that he's offered quite a few times too. But that's not even a good one. It's a curse. So I don't know what kind of game he's playing, but it's not the type of game that I like to play. And so we'll see how long this takes. Like I said, I wish I had counted, but now I've got to be at like 50 or something. I've got to be. I'm far up there in the amount of times that I have switched this man's profession. Rufus and I are still doing our black market trades, and he shows stuff like this. Like, again, that's one that I would love to have eventually. So once I do get villagers back, I think I'm just going to find, I want to have a lot of them there, and I'll breed them and stuff too, because there's a lot of these that I'd like, and I know I can get them through an enchantment table, but it's just, I mean, this is sometimes more convenient, because it's just like, boom, right there, you've got something that you're looking for. Depth Strider 3. So so much of this stuff is stuff that I'm looking for eventually, but just not right now. And he seems like he's being real stingy with the fortune books, and that's not okay with me, because I need that really badly. And the amount of times that he has given just a bookshelf is actually crazy. You've got to give me something good. How many Curse of Bindings? Like, seriously. See, here's the crazy thing too. These are relatively often totally different trades. There are repeats like the Curse of Binding 1 and things like that, but I haven't even seen this one before. Breach 4. So new stuff is appearing, and there were also a couple earlier that I forgot to mention that popped up that, of course, I didn't accept as deal, but one of them was Sharpness 5, which for some reason I was thinking that you could only get up to 4, I think, but a Sharpness 5 book. So again, that would be so nice to have that. That would be amazing. But just again, it's just not useful to the level it could be if it was Mending. So Mending is my just absolute dream right now, just for that pick. Just for that, because I don't really want to use anything diamond throughout this Let's Play until I've got Mending on it, and preferably until I've got Mending and it's netherite. But I have since learned that the Mending is a better option, which I should have known, that it's a better option overall, not necessarily like forever, but just overall, because of the fact that it's not going to break. You just continue to get XP, and it's going to keep repairing itself. Whereas with having netherite, it's going to break, so you need Mending on it anyway. But anyway, this is very slow going. I've got to be up to maybe 80 or so breaks of the lectern and replacing it back down. So this guy, he is high maintenance, and bribes have not worked. So remember that time, maybe like 5-6 days ago, maybe not even, I mentioned that Minecraft is super grindy, and I don't even know if it was in this series. Maybe it was in the Elden Ring series, but I mentioned that the game can be a little bit grindy at times, just a little bit grindy, sometimes a little too much for my taste. So I've been here for about an hour, and I ended up even taking this guy outside of this, because I was like, okay, maybe when he's confined, his brain can't think hard enough for Mending or something like that. So I opened it up. Boom. Boom! Finally, after like an hour of sitting here and trading with this buffoon, I know lots about him. I have seen crevices on him. I've gotta block those things out of my memory. We were in this little box together forever. And I seriously, I don't know if that affected it. I don't know if like I said, once I pulled him out of this box and gave him the chance to roam, and I would just kind of like break it, let him walk around, break it, let him walk around. very quickly after that, I was able to get it. So I don't know if that affects it or not. I didn't see anything online that said that it did. So maybe it was just chance. But regardless, I'm pulling this down now. Now I've got to get the stuff necessary to actually trade him for it. So he needs 26 emeralds and 1 book. So I'm thinking that possibly, because I don't think I have all that many emeralds at home. So I think that really I just need to get a ton of paper, unless I can find another villager that's got like really good trades for emeralds or something. I don't know. But I'm going to block him in here again. And I'm just going to make a box around him because I'm going to have to go back to my base. And is this going to be enough blocks? Oh, yeah, because the fence is here. I'm just going to have to go back to my base, I guess, and get some stuff real fast because I'm going to need the paper if I can't find something, if I can't find another villager that has really good trades for emeralds. So let me, I guess, is it even worth looking around for that? Hang on, let me see like what the farmers and stuff have. Sometimes they'll do crops for emeralds, right? So beetroots for emeralds. What do you have on you? Wheat for emeralds. Ooh, that could be an option. Oh, actually, that could be a really good option considering the fact that, crap, but I literally just put all the hay bales up there. And I've got a ton of hay bales at home too. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna start by trying to just use these hay bales, and I'll see how many emeralds I can get with these, and then whatever I can't get with these, I'll go home and get those as well, because that very well, all of these hay bales may turn into enough wheat to actually be enough. So I guess let's give it a shot, because my goodness, this took forever. And like I said, this is all just for that one particular pickaxe that I have. That's my only real concern right now, is that one pickaxe. Did I put? Yeah, I put a wall over here already. Is that one pickaxe, because eventually, yeah, I'm going to want mending on everything. But I don't have any other diamond stuff, or really anything else worth anything right now that really needs mending. So for the time being, it is just that diamond pick that I need it for. And I kind of felt stuck until I got something to make sure that pick isn't going to break. I was like, I can't really do much because I don't want to waste it, and I don't want to go mining without it because it's got such a good looting enchant on it. So wait, he can't. I've got him 1 block away. Yeah, so he can't jump out. So let me start by doing this. Let's turn all this into hay, and I want to see where's Farmer Brown? Where did he go? I want to see how much I can get just from this. Was this the guy? No, it was... Oh, I probably should have trapped him too. I didn't even think about that. Because now I'm going to have to search for him. And I think both of these are just... These are just eggheads. They don't really care. Neither one of them has any sort of profession. Ooh, it's probably this guy. Are you Farmer Brown? Mr. Brown? Is it you? No? What the heck? Where did he go? Where did he run off to? I totally thought I saw a guy in here. I'm just going to look for guys with hats. Found him. He's right here. So I'm going to, I guess, block him in here now. I'm just trapping villagers in their own villages right now. And eventually, like I've said multiple times, I'd like to just get villagers at home eventually. So that'll give me 3. Wait a second. Oh, okay, so I just need to click it again. So that's 6. And then now, so it's still 20 though. So I don't know what happens as he continues to level. I think it'll become more expensive. So that's 6 right there. And I know I've got some at home, but then wait, hang on. Let me remember quickly how much this guy needed. Hey, can you say hello to me? Oh, you know what I could do too to make this is what I could do so that I don't have to like get more blocks. I'll literally just pick up these fence posts and block in that side of it, and then I'll be able to reach him better too. I also, so since he's getting all sparkly and stuff, and at first it looked like he had those things around him when they get mad. So I'm hoping that he doesn't get mad and then something bad happens. Like I don't think that he could necessarily like lose a trade or something, but that is a genuine concern of mine at the moment. But I don't think that that's going to happen. Okay, and then we got a gate right here. Sweet. So let me pick up, wait, first let me check this again. So 26 and a book. So let me grab all of these two. And then, like I said, I'll sprint home real fast. I'm not that far away. I'm only like 300 blocks away. So it'll be easy to quickly go home. And I will get, oh, my inventory is now full. So I'll get the rest of the hay bales, and then I also am going to need to get a book. And you know what? Let's do this real fast. I'm going to chuck a whole bunch of stuff, because on this expedition, I have picked up a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need, and I've got all these composters now, and a cauldron, and I'm just going to keep them because I could use them at some point, but I only picked those up initially because of the fact that I was trying to get rid of villager professions and stuff, and all I was really doing was seemed like nothing. None of them were even losing their professions. So it was I don't know what I was affecting by picking those up. Okay, but Farmer Brown is over here. So let's hang on, let me drop this again. And oh, did I drop a piece of wood that could have just stacked with that? I think I did. Whatever. All right, so that give me another couple stacks. What do you got for me? Can you still, so he can still trade for that. So okay, so I think it'll stay this price at least until he gets to apprentice, and that's a while away. So I've got 10. All right, I'm gonna run home real fast. And again, I'm very worried about any other mechanics that I'm not aware of. I don't think that they'll despawn. I don't think that that's how villagers work. And I have them trapped, so I don't think that that'll affect anything. So I'm just holding my breath. I'm going to hold my breath all the way home and back, hoping that nothing bad happens to them. Oh, and hoping that there's not a raid or anything. But since they're blocked, they should be okay, I think. But actually, Farmer Brown, I think zombies could get into him. I don't know, but I've got a bed, so I'll just make sure I sleep. So this is going to be great. This is going to be so great. I'm going to have mending, and I'll be able to actually go caving, get the things that I need. And because I'll have Fortune 3 on the pick, it'll be way, way easier to get the stuff that I need, especially coal, because I keep running out of coal so quickly. And it'll be super nice. Maybe I can get a decent amount of diamonds, too, on a nice caving expedition here in a little bit. And the only, I guess, other mechanic that I'm concerned that maybe I don't understand is, what if I can't add mending to this pick? It's a whole thing I'm also thinking about. So, I'll be back. Alright, I've got a nice and clear inventory. So, clear as in only the stuff that I feel like I need for this trip back real fast. And I'm just doing just stopped off real fast to do a quick little bit of farming. And like I said, I was initially going to get a whole bunch of sugarcane and just turn that into paper, but it definitely seems like it's going to be faster using wheat, because I think I have more wheat overall than I do sugarcane to turn into paper. So I'm just going to continue to go with wheat to be able to get the emeralds, even though paper trading is an option. Also, before I cut a second ago, I said that I was afraid that zombies would get into Farmer Brown and kill him because of the fact that, and then I said, well, you know what, it probably doesn't matter because I got a bed on me, but I don't think I explained what was going through my head. Since I have a bed on me, I'm trying to just continuously sleep whenever it gets close to night, because then nothing will even spawn, hopefully, and I don't have to worry about zombies getting in there. Wow. Holy crap. There are a lot of cows in here, and I really, when I get home, not today, but another day, like soon, I need to actually plant wheat, because since I'm about to use a whole bunch of this, the problem is going to be that I'm not going to be able to continue to breed my cows, and I want to continue to just get as much beef as possible, because if I can get like stacks upon stacks of cooked beef, then I'll be set forever. And right now I've got like a stack and a half probably, but I need to just keep up with that, so I always have beef and leather. So I need to definitely get wheat growing now that I know that I'm about to probably blow a lot of my wheat reserves right now. But I will check back with you soon. Village is right over there. Alright, Farmer Brown, I have returned. You can take all of my wheat, everything that you could possibly ever want, and this is probably more than I'm going to need, I'm hoping, because I really don't want to use all of it, but... Okay, so 13... 16. Oh, and you know what? Duh, I didn't grab... Crap, I didn't grab the emeralds that I have at home. That would probably get me there. I didn't even think about it, and that's locked out now. Okay, well, crap. Now I'm going to have to make the run home again. So he's still an apprentice right now. And though I feel like those are really bad traits. Okay, so that's locked then. So the other guy, I can probably just, well, you know, I'm going to leave him trapped just in case. Are any of the other guys willing to do wheat for emeralds? What about you? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, what about this guy? There's a lot of farmers around here. This is a very agricultural community. This guy will do it. Sweet. Okay, 19, 22. I think it was 23, right? I think it was 23 that I needed. They kind of just like take a dump after you. Oh, he's got what is that all around him? They kind of just take a dump of experience after you trade with them, which is interesting. So I'm pretty sure it was 23, so I think I just need one more. I mean, I think I really only have the option to do 2 more. Why can I not reach without going in there? Oh, it's 26. It's 26. And while I was home, I did grab the book. So I've got the book. It's just a matter of the emerald. So I just need 4 more. Can you give me 4 more? Please and thank you. Sweet! The haggler. Wait, and so it says... Oh, because it's... Okay, since I was doing a whole stack, I was like, it says it's... I'm only getting 1 per, but I was definitely getting more than that. But it's because it's 20 wheat per. So when I was doing a whole stack, I was getting 3 each one. Sweet. So I wonder what that trophy specifically applies to. Like, I guess maybe it's just after you've traded enough or something. Okay, so 28 emeralds, 1 book. Boom. Thanks so much, my friend, the librarian. Appreciate ya. So I could do it again. So I'm gonna keep this guy trapped here in his little lectern cage, and I think, and I don't have any torches on me though, because just in case like a zombie raid happens or something, I don't want anything spawning directly in there with him. Because I don't know exactly, that's a whole other mechanic, a whole other thing that I don't really know a lot about. But I think he should be fine inside here as long as I have it set to where nothing can spawn in there with him, I believe. So what I should do is I'll put a torch here, throw a couple down on the ground. And I don't know, is that going to cover him? I'm just going to be real careful and go get these 2. And make sure that he's ready to go. And eventually I'll just take him home. And I know eventually it gets to the point where their trades cost a lot more. So probably what I'll need to do is I think you can just turn them into a zombie villager and then cure them, and then their trades cost a lot less again. I think is how that works. That's kind of what I've been hearing / reading. Cool. So you should be totally protected. Nothing will ever touch you, my sweet prince. Mwah. All right, I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna get mending on this pick, and then we're gonna go caving and try this bad boy out. And eventually, like once I actually have stuff and I don't have to worry so much about literally not even having iron, then I'll actually go back into the end and go and get the rest of the netherite scrap that I need. And if I need a template for all that, then I'll go get that too. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go for a relaxing caving expedition. All right, I think I am ready for this caving expedition. I've just got to get mending onto the pick real fast. Also, while I was running over here, I noticed a couple dark patches here and there, so I threw probably like another half stack of torches down. Nothing was really spawning in those spots, but see... Oh wait, you know what? He came out of the water, didn't he? So there's not really much I can do about that. But isn't there potential when you kill these, when they have tridents, isn't there potential for them to drop it? Oh man, he hurts a lot. Holy crap. Wow, I did not know that those hurt that much. That's crazy. But I don't think there's anything that I can do to avoid that. But I went through and lit up some more of the dark patches and extended the radius a tiny bit in a couple of directions. So I've got everything I'm going to need, I think. Now that I picked up zombie flesh, though, I should throw this in here. And I'm tempted to just die because I just lost so much health. But I think I'm just going to use a potion of regen and just replace it before I go. Because I'm trying to not use that cheaty way out anymore. Now that I have now that I have options for potions. So I'm going to bring 4, well, I should probably bring 5 instant health. I'll bring another regen potion, got a ton of torches, and then I brought a blast furnace. I think I'm super prepared for this. Way better than I usually am. So let's get mending onto this pick and cross our fingers it actually works. Oh, and you know what though? You know what? Another thing that I totally forgot is I'm gonna need, that's right. I'm gonna have to just go right now without it to begin with, because I'm gonna need an anvil. And I don't have the iron necessary for that. Okay, so I guess let's just get started with this caving expedition. And where do I want to, let me put this over here. I don't know why I'm forgetting so many things that I need. I think I'm just so out of practice with this game. And because of the fact that there's like so many layers to everything that you do in this game now, that it just feels like there's so many things to remember. And I don't want to go back down this cave. I want to go, at least for now. I mean, there's definitely still more stuff in that cave to explore, but I want to go towards this way. I remember seeing a huge cave over here. So if I can just get the iron necessary to make the anvil, then I can go ahead and get mending, and then we can really go out. But I want to at least get the necessary stuff for the anvil first. I didn't even think about that. So I guess while I run over here, let me think through what else I could potentially need. I think once I get the iron, which is what, like 31 ingots I think I need, that should give me enough. And I see iron down there, but I don't know that I want to go down there yet. I want like something safe for right now. So once I get, I think 31 ingots, then I'll be able to get the anvil. And I think the only other thing could be just levels could be the issue. I don't know how much it's going to cost to actually put it on the pick is my only other concern. And I guess for that, I could go to the nether and just basically grab a whole bunch of quartz, because I know that gives you levels really quickly. So I guess that's an option, but I don't know if that's the best option. I mean, clearly my track record with the nether is not great right now. So I might have to figure out something else, but that's probably my best bet. If I don't have the levels. But we'll see. I may end up having the levels, and I may end up being totally fine. Because 9 levels just, I don't know. My gut is telling me that that's not going to be enough to be able to add mending to it. But it very well may be. And also, that's right. Since I don't have any iron right now, I wasn't able to make a shield. So I really, really need to just sprint through here, get stuff lit up, and then I can come back and grab stuff. And I think this will also be helpful because of the fact that I want to explore this cave pretty extensively. And so if I light up now, then even though I'm basically going to get iron and leave and come back, at least a bunch of this that I'm going to come look at later will be already lit up, and hopefully won't really have any mobs spawned if I just sprint through here. And there's a decent amount of coal down here too, but I don't really want to grab the coal at the moment because I want to wait and get that until I have my fortune pick ready to go. And see, what I'm curious about, and I think I knew the answer to this at one time, but I just don't know the answer anymore. I don't know if because iron doesn't drop in block form anymore. Oh man, is there a baby chasing me? I think there's a baby. Wasn't that what I just heard? I feel like I heard a baby. I need to probably kill some things real fast so I don't just have a train running after me. Oh, he's got a baby on his shoulders. So since iron drops in pieces now, I don't know if fortune works on that. For some reason, I feel like it can't, right? That's too good to be true, I would think. But it still makes me suspicious. Does he fall off his back when you kill him? He sure does. He sure does. Don't you? Dang it. Man, I was hoping I was going to get him without him even touching me. Yeah, that just sounds too good to be true. That would be really, really cool. And there's part of me that thinks that might be the case, but then also probably a bigger part of me that thinks they would never do that. I don't know, because then you just get way too much iron, I guess. But I don't know. And I guess that would be my question too with gold, is would it also, if that's the case, it would probably also work on gold. So I guess we'll see. I will see shortly once I get all the iron necessary for this. And this is so sad right now. Just, I'm using stone tools. I'm so poor at the moment. It's absolutely crazy. Basically, just I'm living like this is a brand new world right now, and it very much is not. I guess I shouldn't say very much is not. It's not like, I mean, I haven't put that many hours into the world yet, but I've definitely put enough hours into the world to where I do not feel happy about the fact that I'm still using stone stuff. And I was using iron stuff for a while, but then I feel like it was just bad decision after bad decision. And, you know, that segues us into our sponsor, BetterHelp. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I feel like that does paint a picture of life, is the fact that it's like you make a few bad decisions and suddenly you're in a tough spot and you gotta work your way out of it. I hear a skeleton. But on a serious note, that even though I'm making a joke about that, just if you happen to be listening to this and you've made some bad decisions, got yourself into a tricky situation in life, you can always get out of it. No matter what mistakes you've made, there's always forgiveness, and you can always work it out, no matter how bad it seems. So just please remember that, because I've gotten myself into situations before where I've been like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and it's always worked out. Okay, so okay, how much do I have on me right now? 24. But yeah, I do feel like over the past few days, it's like I've died in the nether multiple times. I've lost things that I should not have lost. Yesterday, that was just a really stupid decision, though, when I walked into that bastion the way that I did. And, ooh, jeez. I walked into the bastion the way that I did, and I knew better, and just totally screwed myself. And I feel like I totally could have avoided that whole issue. Here's more iron right here. And also, if I would have just paid attention to the fact that I literally had a ton of iron armor already crafted, then I wouldn't have used the remainder of that iron. I just totally forgot how much I had crafted in all of my deaths into the nether. So that was a wild day. What a day. All right, so that's 40. If there's a little bit more that I can see from right here, I should probably quickly grab it before going back and smelting, because I'd like to come back with like all iron tools. And I know oh, there's more right there. I knew I had seen more. Oh, there's a couple of pockets here, actually. Yeah, so I'd like to come back with all iron tools. I don't really want to keep using stone stuff. I'll just toss these in the chest for the next time I make stupid decisions and go broke again. And the thing is, too, so because the diamond pick will have mending on it, I guess technically I can use it at all times, but I mean, I know the only way it'll mend itself is if I'm getting something that drops experience as you mine it. So what is that? 49? That should be plenty for right now. So I know that there's probably certain instances that I shouldn't use it, but I think it'll pretty much be fine to just use it at all times once mending is on it, I think. Because once it gets low, I can just go and mine a whole bunch of stuff that has experience in it. So probably for a while I'll test out that theory, use the diamond pick a good bit, but I think it would be good to always maybe have a backup iron on me in case I go like, okay, maybe I need to use this for a little bit or something. I don't know. Just trying to cover all my bases. So this is a good cave though, so I'm gonna come back here very shortly. So let me get home, get this smelted real fast, and guess what? I was so prepared this time I even brought a blast furnace, but I figure it's probably best to go home. Oh, and you know what? I don't have the pick and the mending book on me anyway, so I have to go home. But regardless, I was smart enough this time to even bring a blast furnace. So I'm using my noodle a little bit here and there, finally. So be proud of me. Okay, we're all smelted up. I've got all of my iron tools, just one of each for the time being. I can make more when I'm down there as I get more. Let me go ahead and make these blocks real fast. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3 blocks, and I'll have some left over, so I'll take this with me down there. And I think, oh wait, is it actually? Wait a minute, it may actually be 4. Is it 4 blocks? Oh no, it's 3. Okay, all right, gotcha. Alright, so we got the anvil. Man, anvils are so expensive for the fact that they literally break. Ooh, you know what I could do? So since I have that there, would this look weird if I put this here? There's something in my eye. No, I mean, I feel like that looks okay. What happens when I, like, walk over it? Did a zombie pigman just come out? He sure did. Okay, so I can walk over it just fine. What would happen, though, if I put it the opposite way, though? Like, if it's facing that way. Ooh, yeah, I feel like that looks weirder. I'm gonna do it this way. It may not stay here, but I wanted something to sort of make this symmetrical, I guess. Something in the middle there. So I think that will work. Okay, so let's see how much this is gonna cost. Let me grab the pick real fast. Hopefully it does not cost a lot. Like I said, I just have this feeling that it's going to cost a lot, though. So I'm holding my breath that it does not. So let's see. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. It costs 2. It literally costs 2. Boom. And it does work. Oh, and it repaired it a tiny bit, too. That's interesting, I think. So Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. Wait, okay. Let's just really think about this, okay? Think about this. Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Mending 1. That is like the OP diamond pick right there. That is awesome. That is awesome. And I guess really the Unbreaking is useless, but because Mending's on there, but I don't care. That's fine with me. Okay, so I still have 10 levels, so what I was thinking is, I mean, I want to get back to 30 levels. Obviously, I lost a whole bunch. Oh, hello. Hello there. I obviously lost a whole bunch of levels yesterday when I died, and I didn't even think about that until when I started recording this episode. So that is super unfortunate. So I want to get back up, but what I think I might do real quick though is at least just get like a basic enchantment on this bow. Maybe just do just a couple of levels. That way I have something for when I go down here. Oh wait, but that's right. Can't I just block these off? Oh, wait, because of the way I have... Oh, that could be a problem. I didn't think about that with this setup, is I can't block those off the bookshelves so that I can get lower levels. I'll just throw all 8. That's fine. Power 1. Oh, wait, that's right, and it doesn't even take all 8 anyway because of the fact that... Okay, alright, we're good. So that's fine. I didn't waste that much. So I just wanted a basic enchantment on there because I had an enchanted bow yesterday before I died. So I think everything else is good. Oh, that's the other thing I should do real fast. I should make a shield before I head down into the depths of hell. I guess hell is really... That's the nether. The caves are not that bad, I have learned, compared to the nether. But everything else, I think I'm good. So let's go do this. Let's go try out this freaking pickaxe. I'm going to sleep first, actually, because then I'm not running through the world with, wait, really? This guy is considered a hostile mob right now, even though he's not even mad at me? Did you drop anything, my friend? He dropped a nugget. Thanks so much. Okay, so let's go try this thing out. I'm going to run back over to the cave, and I'm going to throw this nugget inside the chest. And once I get back to the cave, I will check back with you. I am back to the cave, so let the true caving expedition begin. This is going to be the first time that we have truly experienced what rich person caving is. And did I just get one that time? Rich person caving. Did I still? Oh my gosh. Wow. But it already did that. I mean, I know that just that's not going to show much mending, but still, I'm just excited. I'm excited. Okay, let's keep doing some things here. See what kinds of cool stuff we can get. Ooh, and there's glow ink sacs here. I will take those promptly. What's with the... Why am I only getting 1 from each of these? Fortune 3. There's no way that those don't work together, right? There's no way. There's no way. That's... Okay, hang on. Wasn't there... I saw a pocket of... Here it is, right here. Let me block all this off. Hopefully that doesn't just send it... No, it doesn't. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully that doesn't just send it around. It's only giving 1? What is happening with this? You've got to be kidding me right now. I might be missing something, but... Okay, that gave me 2. That's really weird. Am I just having really bad luck? I must just be having really bad luck with those first few. So it's whatever. We'll just keep going. And I'm sure that by the time I get out of this cave, I'm going to have so much stuff I'm not even going to know what to do with it. But I should also try... Wait, so actually, let me run through some of the stuff that I've already lit up and make sure that there was nothing else I wanted to grab. I really don't care about the copper. And let's see if this affects this. Wait, does it? It looks like it does. Okay, so again, I had this, like, feeling that maybe it would, but also this other feeling that maybe it wouldn't. So I really like that it looks like the answer is it does affect it. It sure does. Look at all that iron I'm getting. Okay, this is sweet. But of course, since this doesn't give you experience, it's not gonna mend it. But that's totally fine. I really don't care, because then I can just go do something like this. I can just mine some coal, and boom, get some experience, and it mends. How cool is that? This is my OP pick. And look at how fast it goes. This is insane. I feel very, very rich and special right now. I feel like I could take on the world with just this pick, because guess what? I could even kill mobs with it, and I think that I think that it would still mend. What is with all the water falling from everywhere, though? But I'm not going to kill things with it, obviously. I'm just stating how incredible this pick is. And so here's the thing. I've mentioned... Well, I don't know if I really explained this throughout this Let's Play at all yet. So obviously I've talked about the fact that I've played so little over the past few years. Probably really I've played so little over the past 8 years. So there's so much that's changed. But not only that, there's also the aspect of how I talked about at the beginning of this series, how in all of my time making videos in the past, there were so many things I wanted to do and I just didn't do them. I don't know. I wasn't great at being consistent with my videos back then. So there were all these projects I wanted to work on in Minecraft and just never really got around to those projects out of like laziness and just, I don't know, deciding not to, I guess. So there were a lot of things that even existed way back then that I never really experienced much, because of the fact that I just wasn't consistent with the game and didn't really like build up my worlds. So even stuff like a super nice pick, I never really had super nice picks and stuff because I never played long enough to build up the resources and to grab the stuff and things like that. So this feels so good. I cannot even explain to you how good this feels to be getting like good stuff. And I think that I'm probably just wasting time here, but this is driving me nuts, and I would like to block all of this off. But there's so many sources here, clearly, and I feel like I'm not finding them. But I really need them to go away, because I'd like to look through all this stuff here, and maybe this is a massive waste of time. See, this is an added mechanic that I'm definitely not a fan of. I get that it's more realistic, that you don't just like block off one necessarily source of water when it's flowing like this and it just all dissipates, but I think that it's necessary to have it like that, because even though maybe it's not super duper realistic, I mean, this is Minecraft. In general, it's not super duper realistic, and I think that it just makes gameplay more annoying when you got to block off everything like that. And like I said, that may have been a waste, but I still just wanted to be able to get through here with minimal... Yeah, because see, there's iron here that I'd like to grab, because I want to just pick this cave clean. Like, I haven't really gone through and picked a cave clean yet. So I want to do that, and when the water's in the way, it makes it very annoying. But yeah, I don't think that mechanic should have changed. I think that that's an exceptionally terrible mechanic. So I'm going to try to... Is there... It looks like the source block is right down the middle here. So let me see if I just block off the middle, will that dissipate all of it? It sure will. Okay, so maybe if I just better learn the mechanic, like all the other mechanics that I don't understand, maybe it's not as difficult as I think. So as I go through here, the goals, like I said, for one, I'd like to pick this entire cave clean as much as I can. I know that the caves are absolutely ginormous now, so it's probably hard to really pick a cave clean, and I'll probably end up running out of inventory space before I do that anyway, but we can always come back and continue. Plus, there's that cave right by my house that I feel like I haven't really finished yet, so I can always go and go through that one as well. But this one overall seems more promising than the one right by the house, which is why I decided that I wanted to come over here. Because, I mean, even just that huge ravine up top just sort of screamed to me that there was going to be a lot of good stuff down here. So on top of the other goals, though, are on top of picking the place clean. Some of the main things I need, obviously, are getting a lot of iron, which is already working out very, very nicely. And I know I keep kind of backtracking. It's because I'm trying to be thorough here since I want to just grab everything. And usually I just sort of run through caves and probably miss stuff. But on top of getting a lot of iron, I would like to obviously get low enough to where I'm able to use this fortune pick on a decent amount of diamond. Like, I'd like to be able to get to the point sometime within the next few episodes where I'm able to get like full diamond stuff. That would be awesome. And now that I have the option to trade for mending, and I'm getting closer to being able to have netherite stuff, that's kind of, I feel like, where my head is at right now. Is like, okay, I have the resources to be able to get stuff that will mend itself and that will that will be netherite and super durable and things like that. So I might as well begin collecting all of the different things I need to get to that point. So lots of diamonds would be awesome as we run through this place. Was there anything? What is this? I think this leads further down, so I'll take that in a second. I think there was another way over here that I'd like to take first, since it didn't seem like it led to much. And then, of course, while I'm down here, I think I'm pretty much going to skip over copper. I mean, there's not that much of a use for it anyway. And I can always come back for that kind of thing later. And already copper drops so much. I feel like if you're using fortune, you're going to get like a ridiculous amount, and then your inventory is just going to be full of it. So I don't really care about the copper. It's nice getting the gold, though, because you can turn, can't you? Well, no, okay, once I turn it into bars, I'll be able to then turn it into nuggets, which is going to be great for my instant health potions. That's going to be crucial. So I should be collecting pretty much any gold that I see I think would be necessary to get. That way I have it, and just the more I have, the better, because then it'll mean I won't necessarily have to come back out anytime soon for gold for the purpose of my potions. And I know I could also just get nuggets in the nether too, and use my fortune on those like nugget blocks in the netherrack. I'm trying to think what else I specifically want as we're going through. Because I feel like, I mean, it'd be nice to find a spawner at some point and get maybe more saddles, because I think I only have one saddle right now, and I want to get horses soon. Because since I've been traveling some pretty decent distances, I think having a couple horses would be good. But I guess I really only have to have one right now. That's probably all that's super necessary. But finding stuff like that would be cool too. So we're just gonna explore together. We're just gonna go hardcore on this cave, and I'm gonna do my absolute very best not to die at any point while I'm down here. There's been far too much death so far in this series, and I will no longer stand for it. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that. And this is already down to level 6. I'm going to sprint through here like I did up above and try to get some torches down. I hate that it does that. That's one of the things with mouse and keyboard versus controller. Or that's literally the only thing that drives me a little crazy with mouse and keyboard, is I guess maybe because of how sensitive the clicking is. Because of how sensitive the clicking is, it makes it where a lot of times you double place torches, and that doesn't really happen with controller. But that is literally the only thing that could be argued about with with the benefit of using controller for this game, because I think playing Minecraft with a controller, it works, and I've done it plenty. That's what I always used to do. But after switching to mouse and keyboard, I was like, holy crap, like playing with a controller makes the game so much more tedious and difficult, and the way that you're navigating your UI and all that, and your inventory, it's just atrocious. It's so annoying. So I advise you to just give it a shot one day, just to see. I advise you to give a controller a shot one day if you use mouse and keyboard, just to see how annoying it is. And if you use a controller, I advise you to use a mouse and keyboard just to see how much your life is sucking right now not using a mouse and keyboard. And you can get a cheap mouse and keyboard to connect to your console if you're a console person, which I am, because we're on PlayStation right now, and I just have my mouse and keyboard connected, and man, oh man, is it glorious. Man, oh man. So kind of what I'm thinking for caving sections, I've been doing a decent amount of editing, I would say, on these over the past few days. Decent amount as in just a lot of cuts. Like when I'm not really doing anything, or I'm traveling, I've done a lot of cuts. But obviously, as I've said many times before, the original intention of this series was to do somewhat minimal cuts, and we can all just enjoy the game together. The whole point is for you to have something to relax to, and just enjoy the video. So I'm thinking when I'm working on projects and stuff, I'll continue to do more editing and cutting and things like that. But in caves, I'm going to try to avoid that when I can. That way you can just be with me. These will be sort of more the chill episodes where we don't get as much done and we're just kind of caving together and discussing life. So that'll probably be the case kind of throughout the remainder of this episode. I don't even know how much time we have left. I've been sitting here so long because of that whole issue with Mending that I don't even know how long this episode has gone. So I'm thinking we're probably getting near the end, but for the remainder of this, and then probably most of next episode, we'll be caving as well. Just because I want to just get stacked. I want to get stacked, and you're gonna come along with me on that. And so I need to try to keep my inventory relatively clear as I'm going through here, though, and not pick up stuff that I don't need. Which glowing sacks might be things that I don't necessarily need, but again, I love those, so I want to have them. And I do already. Yeah, so this pick is working real well. I've already got over a stack of coal. Look at all this iron. This is absolutely glorious. I'm loving this so much. I guess I should probably be grabbing lapis as well. I'm sure. Yeah, look at, holy crap. Okay, I got 36. Well, what is crap? I was trying to gauge how much I got from that. So I went from 36 to 56, so 46. So that was 20 from one block. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So I should be doing that. I should be getting a decent amount of lapis probably at some point. I mean, I'll hit a spot where I don't necessarily need it, because I just have so much. But I think I should be grabbing a decent amount of it for the purpose of enchanting. Because again, I might as well, since we're still relatively early in this Let's Play, I might as well be getting as many resources as possible now, because then we can just have a whole bunch of episodes where I'm not necessarily resource gathering, and then when I need stuff again, I can come back out here. And what was I... Okay, so I'm 3 hearts down, so I don't really need to worry about a potion yet. Let me see, was there anything else hidden under here? You got copper. I don't think there's really... See, I hate this. What is with the just random source block there? That seems so unnecessary. So redstone 2, though, I'm sort of indecisive about if I care about it whatsoever. Man, these little guys, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know that I really care too much about redstone whatsoever, I guess. And I say that because I passed some already. But it's not like it's going to necessarily have much of a use right now. I mean, I would like... That's another thing in this Let's Play. Because of all the things that I'm trying to do that I've never done before in the game, that I just neglected to do all those years I played, one of the things I'd like to do is maybe try my hand at some redstone, because I've never ever done redstone stuff before, like at all. So I think that could be kind of fun to do some things with that too. You know, something else that I don't know how it works, but it's something that I should know how it works because this has always been the case. It's not like it's something new. Is the difference between punch and power. Because I thought, or I think that punch governs how much damage it does, and then power is how far it goes, right? I think I'm right about that, but that's another one of those things that I never really took the time to fully learn, I guess, in all my years of playing. Ooh, that could have done some damage. So that's something that I should also look at, because that's another thing that I would like to have, like a really nice bow eventually. But I don't know if you can put mending on a bow. I mean, not that it necessarily matters, I guess, because like it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get a really nice bow, but it does just kind of make me go, is that an option? Which is also something I should research. Part of my research about things that I don't know comes from just Googling things and looking on forums and stuff, because I know what to look for with certain things. But then other research related to things that I don't know, literally just comes from the comments on these videos. Because there's times I don't even think to Google something because I'm like, oh yeah, like I either A, know how this works, or B, don't even realize that it's something important. Like that archaeological site I found in the Birch Forest a couple episodes ago. So there's times that I just don't even know that it's something useful, and then the comments tell me. I'm not going to go that way right now. I would really like to, even though I don't want to pass by anything, I would like to get lower, and I probably will end up passing by some stuff here and there. That way my inventory doesn't like completely fill. But I'd like to get lower. That way I can, I think something's coming up from the other side. Yeah. That way I can get some diamonds. That's a huge goal for this expedition, is the diamonds. So that's big. Okay, so let's see here. So there's a bunch more iron here. I'm already, so what are we at? We're at 3 stacks of iron. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I have been kind of paying attention to, oh, you know, one reason why I probably should actually mine redstone is just for the levels, for the purpose of mending the pick. I do remember people talking about that, how it's like, even if you're not necessarily going to use the redstone, if you have a mending pick, you should probably just get it, because then you're consistently keeping it like as topped off as possible. And right now it's not topped off at all, because I used it a decent amount before I had mending on it. So I think that makes it even more important that I'm grabbing lapis and redstone, I would say. Because if I'm going to continue to use it for things like gold and iron, not gold and iron, but gold and iron, then I think I always need to be grabbing things that are going to have XP. Man, water is like the worst thing in this game. And then knocks all your torches out. Are you seriously going to go all the way down there and knock all the torches? That is absolutely obnoxious. And you know what I can do as we go along here is I can just drop a workbench down here and there, and with like coal and lapis and redstone, I can just turn it into blocks. Okay, we're getting a little lower here. Yeah, because then that'll save some inventory space, because that's one of my concerns with picking absolutely everything up. It's nice actually like having arrows too. Whew, man, I'm spoiled today. I'm spoiled by my own self. There's a skelly up there, a skelly blob. Skelly blob hanging out up there, and I want to sprint through. I feel like I'm not doing a good job right now of sprinting through and lighting and then just coming back. I was kind of going against my own advice. Okay, we're at 0 right now. I think you've got to be even lower for diamonds, right? As far as I know. I mean, I don't know that it's impossible for them to spawn here, but I thought that you need to be pretty negative for diamonds to spawn. Ooh, there's some right there. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me pass back through a couple of these things real fast, I guess. And I should probably light these edges a bit too. And see, there goes the double place. And it's nice, like, I shouldn't really run out of resources at all while I'm down here, because I'm going to get so much coal. And I actually made sure to bring the wood. Made sure to bring wood this time. Everything is going great. I'm feeling so good about life. It's a huge change from yesterday when I was feeling real bad about everything because of just what an unfortunate series of events occurred. And I keep saying, I feel like I've said that a couple times, unfortunate series, but if I'm being honest with myself, it was just an unfortunate event. It was not a series of events. I just was not smart about the way that I approached the Bastion, and that was it. Crap. I also was not smart about the way that I just jumped down there. I'm going to come back for a lot of this stuff. I'm getting really excited about the premise of fortuning diamonds. Because how cool would it be if, I mean, it's not going to happen this episode, because like I said, I really feel like I need to wrap soon, even though I have no idea how long this episode has been. My internal clock is telling me it's been a long time. And the timer is super off right now since I was recording just time of me just sitting there trading with that guy. But even though it's not going to happen this episode, how cool would it be if by the time I leave this cave, I've got all the stuff I need for like a full diamond suit? That would be incredible. That'd be like the most amazing thing, and I would feel so good about life. Everything so far that has happened in this series would just be redeemed then. All the times I've died would just be redeemed, and there's a zombie coming for me. Hello, my friend. Yeah, it would just make it all better if I left this place with full diamond. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start making blocks with this as well. Not that that really helped right at this moment. Ooh, and I should always... Oh, that's right, because I used all my torches. Okay, let me make more torches while I'm sitting here, too. That was originally why I stopped. 32. I always forget. So if I do 32, so that makes me 2 stacks. So that's probably about how much I should be carrying on me at most times. And inventory management is already becoming a bit of an issue here. So I'm not happy about that. Okay, let's head down to where this diamond was. I'm not going to drink this yet because I feel like I'm still not low enough to where I feel it's necessary. And I don't want to just waste potions willy-nilly, partially because they're not cheap. I feel like now they're becoming cheap because I've got a decent amount of stuff. But still, I don't want to waste potions because I can only carry so many down here. And I feel like if I use them too quickly in a cave, then I run the risk of running out. Man, and that's almost a whole other stack already. That is crazy. Like I said, I'll come back through a lot of this stuff eventually, because I do want to avoid leaving stuff in this cave. I want it to be mostly, like, fully picked over. Get it picked over as much as possible. Ooh, there's some there too. Okay, so maybe the best way to do this is to drop from here and then travel over there. And I'm going to light this up here, though. I'm just trying to be cautious. But yeah, I can always come back through here and grab the stuff that I didn't grab before. But for now, I just feel like diamond stuff is calling my name. Whew. Oh yeah, I have this water bucket, so maybe I should just water bucket my way down. Because that mechanic, there's no way they changed that mechanic. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm still trying not to take damage, though. Okay, sweet. All right, let me light up some of these edges, because while I'm getting precious diamonds, I really don't want things sneaking up on me, giving me a bad day. Ooh, there's a couple spots there. And I think, like I was saying the other day, I'm pretty sure that diamonds only spawn, like, or I shouldn't say only, but a lot of times now, only spawn one block at a time. But they just spawn more frequently. Like, it's not as difficult to find a spot where diamonds are spawning, but usually it's not like, you don't really have the chance of getting 8, I don't think. Ooh, my inventory is full. Get rid of that. Okay, so I got 2 from that. That's better than 1. In case you can't math about this. Ooh, I got 3 from that. Man, this is... What a world I'm living in. the richness. Ooh, and there's 2 right there. I thought there was only 1. I'm feeling real good right now. The thing now, though, is to not make the mistake that I often make. I often try to go, I feel like, too far on my adventures, whether it's caving or, and I think that only gave me 1. Whether it's caving or if it's in the nether, I try to do too much, and then I end up dying and losing everything. So I need to just like not do that this time around. When it feels like it's best to go home, I should just go home. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of this I'm going to have to backtrack through eventually, because I wonder if there's anything up on these ridges. But I feel like right now my best bet for finding diamonds is to go further down. But this may just hit a dead end. I don't know that this actually takes me to anything. So that's 9 diamonds already. Is there actually, let me see real fast. Is there anything else that I can drop while I'm sitting here? Let me see. So I want to keep all that. That little bit of redstone, I guess I don't care about. That I'm actually just going to drop that lapis. I'll find plenty more, and I mostly just got it for the levels anyway. And I'm trying to keep this somewhat organized in here. That way I don't... That way I know what I've gotten. And it's also... I always feel like it's nice, too, to always know what I've gotten, because then when I die at some point, then I have an idea of what I lost. And it either helps me feel less sad because I go, oh, I didn't have that much, or it makes me feel much more sad because I have a lot on me. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a zombie. Okay. I'm okay with that. As long as it's not like a skelly up on the ridge. Alright, come here, pal. Just kind of thinking you were going to stay stuck in the water. That did not happen. You know, another thing I need to be smart about, though, is I'm just going to go ahead and drink this potion. Yeah, because that doesn't even take me all the way up. Okay. I'm being smart. I'm being smart about things. And I just came down here, even though I think that this is a dead end, I figured I'd come down just to see if there were possibly any diamonds down here. And it looks like that's not going to be the case, unfortunately. There was some redstone up there, though, that I could grab for my levels, for my pick. My pick is definitely getting stronger, so that's super nice. Let me grab this real fast, just for level purposes. Is there anything else sitting here? Doesn't look like it. I want to grab this real fast. Just for some food for my pick. That way she can heal herself up a little bit. And I really should name this pick too. When I have, like, since this pick is so nice, I need to name it something. Something real nice. There's an Enderman up there. Okay. Alright, so I think that I'm probably going to wrap this episode here. Tomorrow, I'll continue on through more of this cave. Because it feels like there's a lot of promising stuff throughout here. I feel like I can find a lot of good stuff. Especially diamonds. And like I said, I'd like to leave this cave with, like, enough for a full suit of diamond armor. And like all diamond tools and stuff like that. Of course, I won't utilize it all until I can get enough mending books and stuff. Whoa, this took me all the way back up here. Holy crap. I won't utilize it all until I can get enough mending books. Like, each piece of diamond stuff that I make, I would prefer to not even use it until I have the mending necessary for that particular piece. But, you know, and it's probably not worth always keeping glass bottles when I need inventory space. So yeah, I'll just consistently, like, as I make diamond stuff, I can kind of just put it away until I have the mending necessary. But one step at a time. So if I don't have all the diamond stuff, all the diamonds to make all the diamond stuff, then it's not even worth having a bunch of mending books. So I've chosen to try to get all the diamonds first, since we're already down here. So we're going to make it happen. And hopefully by the end of tomorrow, that will have been made happen. So anyway, that's going to wrap the episode for today. So thanks so much for checking out today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. It impacts the channel highly. And thanks so much for being patient with me as I relearn the ropes of Minecraft after years of being away, and times making some stupid decisions that lead me down crazy paths. But think about it. Like I was saying, No choices that you make are unredeemable. And Minecraft is teaching us that, because look at how redeemed everything is feeling. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.